Good morning. It's Friday, June 9th, and today I'm looking at Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and starting with verse 14, there's a story that Jesus tells. And as I read it, I want you to think about what it means. The kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Now, talents are, we don't know exactly what talents are, but there's some kind of a thing that it represents, I believe, the master's money. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. And likewise, who had been received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 dug in the ground and hid the money. After a long time, the man came back, settled the accounts with them. And so he who had received 5 talents came, brought the other 5. And he said, "You delivered me 5. Look, I've gained 5 more." And the Lord said to him, it was the Lord of the manor, basically, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I'll make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." He who received 2 talents came and said, "Look, I gained 2 more for you." And so his master said, "Well done. You've been faithful over a few things. I'll make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord," or your master. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, "Look, I know you were a hard man, reaping what you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and I went and I hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what's yours." But the master was not happy. He said, "You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not gathered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have at least received my back with interest. Therefore take the talent from him and give it to someone who has the 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away." Now, why would Jesus bring us that story? And I got to thinking, you know how when we give little kids, little children, a little easy job to do, maybe they start out like feeding the dog every day. And when they're really good at that, okay, now you can water the dog. So now they got 2 things. They get a little older, they get a little better. Now you can do dishes, or you can do something else. And, we gradually give them more responsibility as they get older and smarter and wiser. And that's exactly what God's doing to us. He gives us a little bit. And if we handle it well, he gives us a little bit more. If we handle it really well, he gives us a lot more. And what is he giving us? Well, he's giving us our gifts. He's giving us our talents. He's given us our ability to serve him. He's giving us jobs to do, people to reach. And if we're kind of afraid and we hold on and we don't really want to tell anybody or don't want to help anybody or want to do anything with what we've been given, then that's going to be taken away from us. You don't use it, you lose it. But if you use it, and it can be in singing and playing music, it can be writing, it can be helping people in church or helping the homeless or anything, whatever it is you do, if you do it and you do it well, your territory will expand, and you will become more and more better at able to handle things. But if you say, "Well, God's only given me this one little thing and I don't really want to lose it, or I don't want to share it too much," then you're going to end up keeping it. So now you think about What has God given you to do? What has He given you? Has He given you money that you can perhaps expand and use to help His cause in some way? Has He given you time? Has He given you health? Has He given you talents and skills and abilities? Whatever He's given you, you need to use it, and use it to the best of your ability, and try to make it profitable and better and bigger, because God doesn't do small. I mean, He will give us small when we're little children and we start out. You start out with one little thing. But as you get older and as you get wiser, the whole idea is to get better and to get more responsibility. And you might not be able to do everything, but there's something you can do. So you take what you can do it to the best you can, try to be profitable with it for God. So you think about that, because to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. That's chapter 25, verse 29 in Matthew. Think about that. Have a great weekend, and God bless you.